Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. It is so great to see you back here. For those who have been here over and over and over again, I do want to say that I appreciate you from the very bottom of my heart. And if you are here for the first time, listen, you're in the right place at the right time. So thank you for being here. Without wasting much time, I just want to quickly share with you guys an added step to my wash routine. Now, I've had my locks for actually, it's gonna be officially 3 years in June. And listen, I know I might sound like a broken record at this point, but honestly, I have no regrets. It is a wonderful experience. Of course, there are a few bumps here and there, but overall, this is the best relationship I've had with my hair in years. And I mean that without any exaggeration. It has been a really beautiful experience. First of all, being able to wear my own hair on a daily basis is a flex. And the fact that it's light, it's airy, it's mine, all mine. It's great. It's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful experience. In the first year of my locks, it was doing great. I was going through all the necessary steps that I needed to go through. Every instruction my loctician gave to me, I followed from start to finish. And then in the second year, I started to get lazy, and I kind of heard people talk about lint or having lint in your hair as a result of product buildup or as a result of other, things. So that started to happen to me. I noticed lints in the second year of my hair, and I was wondering where this was coming from because I had my satin scarf and bonnet. I always covered my hair before going to bed, and I always made sure I took precaution when it came to the type of clothing that was right for my hair. My hair is mostly always worn down. I mean, I don't have a lot of wool garments, but when I did, it wasn't like I was trying consciously to make sure my hair was in an updo so that it doesn't get caught in the material. But there are times things just happen. And I realized that I was making a lot of mistakes that I should not have been making with my locks. And that was using creamy products. So I had like a bunch of leave-in conditioners and creamy, type of oils that kind of left a residue in my hair. So I noticed lint starting to, kind of show up. I don't know if it was lint or if it's just product buildup, but I did notice some, like random white patches or white stuff in my hair. And I was like, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for beautiful, healthy, bouncy looking locks, not locks with lint. So I kind of had to watch a bunch of, YouTube videos on how to deal with lint. And while I did see a few remedies here and there, I didn't think they were for me. I typically do not use a lot of products in my hair. I think I've shared a video where I just have about 3 products that I use in my hair on a weekly basis, and that's it. And sometimes I can go a week without using any products. It's just water and that's it. So I try to oil my scalp every week because I don't want to have to deal with dry scalp. And I try to wash my hair once a week. If for any reason I'm not able to do it in a particular week, I make sure I don't go beyond 2 weeks. So once a week for sure. And if just out of life being so busy and I can't get to it, I do it once every 2 weeks, which doesn't happen very often. So I do that because I want to make sure that, I don't have to deal with buildup. I want to make sure my scalp is nourished and moisturized and healthy. I want to make sure that the new growth with my locks are healthy because yes, the locks look good, they're flourishing, the strands are great, but the root is even probably the most important. The new growth is very, very crucial. So I wanted to make sure that I was dealing with my scalp, my new growth very well and very meticulously. But one thing I eventually realized after some time was that the creamy products that I had was causing the lints and was causing some of the white patches I had in my hair. So imagine having to use a creamy product, no matter how much you kind of like rub it through your palms before applying, it's almost impossible to get through every strand of hair to make sure the product is well saturated in your hair. So I noticed that in few areas, there were probably like little white patches in the middle of my locks. So maybe somewhere around here, or I see something right here, and I'm able to see it because I do my reties myself. So which has been a game changer because I have noticed a lot with my hair based on just doing my reties myself. I've noticed that, okay, I need to pay more attention to a certain part of my hair, either because the locks are too thin and probably need to be joined, which I have done a lot of. I've had so many locks joined together because they were just too skinny. And I don't know if that was an error from install, or if that was just one of those situations where in life maybe you lose hair and certain parts of your hair are falling. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I can't exactly say for sure, but of course I have joined a handful of locks just based on doing my reties myself. So yeah, like I was saying, being able to do my reties, I've been able to see a bit of things here and there that I probably need to pay attention to, like the back of my head. I really had to pay attention to because I noticed that the lint was definitely gathering actually around this lock and the other side. So the very last row in the back was, yeah, I needed to pay very close attention to the locks in that area. So yeah, so with my self reties, I noticed lock lint in certain areas of my lock, and I was like, you know what, this is not cute. I cannot be walking around like a fine babe and be having little white patches and random things in my hair. So I stumbled on a video on Instagram of a lady who was combing her locks, and not combing actually, she was brushing her locks. And she said she does that because, unfortunately, I don't remember, it's one of those videos where you just scrolling and you see something and you just keep scrolling and watching other things. So I do not have a name. I do not have a video to share with you for reference purposes, but I will share with you a video of me washing my hair so you guys can see what I am referring to. Now, she was brushing her hair to get rid of, lint while it was dry. And I thought that was a great idea, but at the same time, I was like, you're doing this while your hair is dry. It's very likely you're going to end up with breakage with your locks. And I wanted to do the same for my hair so I can, begin to kind of like tackle the lints here and there. And another thing was I didn't want to color my hair because I wanted to get rid of the lints. Coloring is just a temporary fix, right? Imagine if I colored my hair but I was still making the same mistakes with my locks. The lints are only just going to come back, and then I'll find myself coloring again. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to find a more permanent solution to, that. So of course, with doing my reties, I had to pay attention to each lock one after the other. And that has been really helpful. I cannot tell you that I have gotten rid of all the lints in my hair, but I have for sure made a lot of progress. So I started to brush my hair in the shower each time I wash my hair. If you're someone who is worried about frizz, or you do not want your locks to you don't want your locks to look a little lived in, this may not be for you. But if you're someone like me who doesn't care so much about loose strands of hair, because honestly, in my opinion, I think it adds to the character of your hair. But of course, if you're someone who doesn't care so much about each strand of hair being locked and your hair looking so tamed, then yes, you can definitely try this method. What I have started to do now is brushing my locks while washing my hair. I am way past the banding method. I do not band my hair anymore. So what I do is I section my hair into four, two in the front and two in the back. And then I take my time working on each section of my hair. I hardly use leave-in conditioner anymore, but when I do, because I really sometimes want my hair to be really soft and moisturized, I put just a little drop, like a tiny little drop with a lot of water, and I spray so that the consistency of the leave-in conditioner is watered down a lot. So I go through each section and I make sure that I am brushing through my locks. Now, you want to be as gentle as possible. You do not want to break your locks doing this. So when I wash my hair, I go 2 times. So the first time, it takes a while, not a while, it takes a second wash for my hair to really lather. So the first shampoo is not really like the actual wash, because you don't get to feel like the foam of the shampoo, because you have products in your hair. It's all of that needs to be rinsed out, and you go back in with shampoo to make sure you're like really lathering and making sure you're scrubbing. So so yeah, I focus on each section and I make sure I am brushing through my locks. That way I am not only getting rid of lints, but I'm also giving my locks a nice comb, right? But you want to be as gentle. Listen, you really want to be gentle, okay? You do not want to break your locks. That would be a tragedy. You do not want to break your locks, so be gentle. Now, this is the brush. This is the brush I use. I think a lot of us have, you know, a brush like this at home. This has a more stiff and hard side, and then there's the softer side. And the softer side is the side I use. So you're going through your locks and you're brushing through them as gently as possible. And you can be rough if you want to, if you feel like that's stimulating for you. Yes, do whatever works for you. But at the same time, you also want to know your hair type. If you're someone who your hair is very delicate and you're very clingy with your hair, you may not want to, you want to go as softly and gently as possible. I'm heavy-handed sometimes. So I just, even with the soft side, I want to make sure that I'm really, really, really getting into the locks. But I can really tell you for sure that it has worked for me. With my self reties, I'm able to tackle certain areas of my hair. I'm going to share with you actually some imperfections in my locks. So look out for that, because as much as I love my hair, well, I don't love my hair. As much as I really like my hair, there's certain areas that I wish I can just change a little bit, but that's okay. I guess everything cannot be 100%. But like I said, this is an added step to my wash days. I brush my hair. Think of it this way as detangling. If you had your hair in the natural loose texture, whatever it's called, imagine, having to like brush or comb through your hair just to get rid of the tangles. Kind of look at it that way, right? We're brushing through our locks to get rid of lint. And yeah, it has worked for me. So let me know if this is something you've tried, if it works for you, if you're going to try it. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, that's really all that I wanted to share with you guys. I made sure I tried this step about 4 or 5 times before sharing with you guys, because I want to test something out to make sure it's worth it before putting it out there on the internet for you guys to also enjoy. So yeah, let me know what you think. If it's something you've tried, if you're someone who deals with lint, how do you deal with it? If you have recommendations that are different from something I've just shared right now, let me know. I really do want to know. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Remember, of course, as always, to be kind to one another. Like, we really, really do not know what other people are going through. There's a lot going on in the world. And honestly, from one person to another, we really need love. Even to yourself, with yourself, we all need love. Be patient with yourself, and be there for yourself. Be present with yourself. Be present for yourself. That way you can also give and pour into others. Well, that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful week, guys. God bless you. Bye.